Anyway,
Oh, it's lovely.
I think we've just given Katy Brand about 10 new sketches there for a new show. Here she is.
Are you excited?
Oh, I'm excited.
I am excited.
Bonkers.
Kate Moss, yeah.
All right, I'm Lily Allen, and I'll try anything. Hi, I'm Jennifer Aniston, and I'm fine.
I'm posh.
Chev!
Posh.
Chev!
Posh.
I am a trained mechanic. This is my new I'm Fine moisturising system.
Just a normal place for a normal person to live. Like me, Kate Winslet.
Helena Bonham Carter.
There you is.
Bonkers.
Get out of the way, I've got farming to do.
Now, the funny thing, one of the many funny things about you is even though you don't really look like all those people that are involved there, we know it's them. What's the secret?
Wigs. Suitcases and suitcases of wigs. And also just finding one little tick, one little silly thing that they do.
A mannerism?
And then, yeah, my producer told me after series 1 that apparently when I do Kate Winslet, my eyebrows go up and they don't come down again for the entire day. Yes. So it's just sort of silly little things like that. With Jennifer Aniston, we always have her smoothing down her hair like that, like a mannequin.
But does Jennifer Aniston actually do that?
I have no idea. I hope so, fingers crossed.
But you would imagine
well, it
she
just
would.
seems, you know, she's all about the shiny hair, so you just think when she gets nervous or a bit upset, or if someone's suggesting that she's not fine about Brad and Angelina, which of course she is, you know, she just has to sort of smooth down her hair like that, and just sort of little things like that just sort of signify, I think.
What makes you pick the celebrities that you do? Say Jennifer Aniston. Is it something? Is it you find them funny? Do they irritate you?
Yeah, I find people pretending just hilarious when people are obviously transparently trying to tell us something about themselves that patently isn't true.
Yeah.
And you know, so it's sort of a bit pretentious, a bit pompous, a bit aggressive on the old PR agenda. You know, I mean, Jennifer Aniston can't possibly be fine. You know, her ex-husband ran off with the sexiest woman in the world. So the idea that she's just constantly trying to tell you she's fine is quite hilarious to me. So, or like Lily Allen trying to say, you know, she's from the streets, you know, when she went to one of the most expensive schools in Britain. I just find that funny. It's not about them being untalented or bad at what they do. It's just the sort of silliness of what they're trying to push.
It's not that you find it funny. You obviously find it more than irksome.
Yeah,
right?
a little irksome.
Matter of fact, you probably quite hate them for it. You just,
hate is a very strong word.
It is a strong word. But they irritate the hell out of you, obviously, by doing this.
Sometimes, well, particularly when somebody's pushing one of their new products, maybe like I am now, you know, where...
Katy Brand's new show.
They have a particular sort of agenda that they want to tell you, and they want to tell you over and over again in every single magazine that they do. And it becomes, to me, like somebody shouting in my face, almost.
So here's the dilemma.
Do you devour those magazines? Is that...
Do I? Yes. Oh, it's very difficult.
All the
yes.
gossip
I'm very lucky because for me, Heat magazine is tax deductible. It's
research.
Yeah, exactly. It's research. Yeah. So that's what I do. Yeah.
So here's the dilemma. Somebody irritates you. You do them on the show, and you get quite into this. And then the problem is you bump into them somewhere. Does that ever happen to you?
It does happen, Eamon.
Do they take it badly?
I haven't had anyone... I haven't had anything physically violent happen. No, I had a great time with Kate Moss and Sadie Frost, and it was very surreal doing Kate Moss to Kate Moss. And I sort of was wondering what I'd say to her. I was dressed in my school uniform because I do her as a schoolgirl. And I thought, just don't say anything stupid to Kate Moss. And I sort of walked up to her and the first thing I said was, is it like looking in the mirror? And I could just sort of feel my friends around me just going, you are an idiot.
Did she laugh?
Yeah, she laughed and she gave me a hug. And so
said,
that was all...
Who is this woman and who is what mirror?
So they were great, but...
So who can we look forward to in this series then? Who have you got your eye on now?
Well, we got loads of music this series. You know, all the feedback was that the music videos always go down quite well. So we've got 3 per show this year. So we've got Lady Gaga, we've got Kanye West, we've got Coldplay, the Pet Shop Boys, Little Boots. I mean, just endless stuff. And then there's sort of new characters: Jennifer Aniston, Penelope Cruz, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Penelope Cruz, you like her, don't you?
She's a good-looking... She's a good actress.
She's very good. I wish she'd present daytime TV. That's what We're going to see Lady Gaga. Have you ever seen Lady Gaga get off a motorbike? You should look that one up.
I will. I've heard.
You should. But this is you as Lady Gaga. Can you spot the difference? Here we go.
Then you remember it's because I'm wearing no pants when I'm on the bus. Da 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 dum. With no pants, it creates a buzz. Da 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 dum. No pants, I'm ridiculous. Da 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 dum. With no pants, 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 pants.
Very good.
Is that you singing?
That is me singing, yeah.
Very good.
I love singing. I've had to construct a whole comedy career to allow me to sing.
But it's a lovely indulgence, isn't it, to get a show like that to do? I mean, it's like playing. It's like going to a dressing up
Oh, it's
box
fabulous. Yeah, exactly. I always, in the morning when I get in, I have an early makeup call and I put it all on, you know, something like Kanye West, and all I want to do is sort of run down to the studio and go, look at me!
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
It's good. After about sort of 4 hours, if I was playing, I'd probably take it all off. But yeah, it's
And you're
good.
going to be in the movies as well.
Yeah, I'm in the movies. Yeah,
This is Nanny McPhee.
the sequel to Nanny McPhee. Yeah, so it's the Nanny McPhee and the Big Bang. It's called. I think it'll be out next year. So I've been.
I love the first one.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Emma
think
Thompson
it's
was brilliant.
Yeah,
That was
she's
like looking in the
fabulous.
mirror, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That really was. That was.
Oh, I'm crushed.
No.
At the end, though, she's
And just tell me
beautiful, yeah.
finally, were there any of these people that you've met that you find irritating and whatever, and you've met them and actually you thought, actually they're okay?
Yeah, I think Lily Allen, definitely. We had a little run-in in a restaurant, and she
Yeah.
came over and said, you know, is it embarrassing when you meet people you've been taking the mickey out of? And I sort of thought, I felt I sort of slightly owed it to her to stand my ground a bit and not curl up and die in front of her. So we sort of had a bit of an eyeball-to-eyeball moment, and then she was sort of cool with it, and I just thought, fair play, really. You know,
Yeah.
come over, let me know you're here, and I told her I liked her dress, which I did.
Who'd won in a fight
And
there,
then
Katy?
well, I think we all know who'd have won in
Yeah.
a fight. I kickbox twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we both left with dignity intact.
Very
so
nice,
that's good.
Very
yeah.
nice. Lovely series, very, very funny, Katy. Lovely
Thank
talking
you.
to you
And
today.
that's
Thank you.
that's I've lost when it's on now.
It's on tonight.
Thursday tonight. ITV2 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Do not miss it.
Yes.
Very funny. It's lovely to meet you.
Thank you. It's lovely
The trouble
to be
is, you'll
here.
be on the same time as that explorer man who went to the Yukon.
I know.
Oh, well, I'm going to dispatch him later,
Yes,
so
okay.
it will
Right,
be
sort
unnecessary
him
to
out.
watch him. Yeah.
Lovely seeing you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Thanks.
you, Katy Brand.
OK, competition.